Big Falafel Show.
Welcome to the Big Falafel Show. I'm Molly Livingstone. And here is your news. He might not wear underwear over his pants, but he does have a purple cape, and he is in fact a superhero. That's right, an off-duty police officer getting a trim came to the rescue after screams of a terrorist attack just outside the barbershop. With no time to lose, the superhero leapt from his chair, risking a bad haircut to save the lives of those endangered. Taking with him, of course, his purple cape. Hearing Yiddish is always weird, no matter how Jewish your grandparents are. But hearing a Yiddish sing-along with Austrian Hans Brewer and Palestinian-Syrian refugees takes weird to a whole new level and warms your heart. I Bitty Bitty Bomb has become a viral success with talks of collaborative efforts with the power couple Beyonce and Jay-Z to sing a cover of the hit song. While that might sound amazing, it is completely not true. For now. Important for any parent or adult children still living at home, two Israeli moms created the new online platform Pley, also known as the Netflix for Legos, that allows anyone to rent Lego sets. For just $20, get any Legos delivered to your doorstep for free. Pley aims to save parents money, but the founders also believe that their rental service will teach kids to take care of their toys that they use. I don't really see how this is possible since they don't charge for missing pieces. Sounds like baby's first pyramid scheme, quite literally. Remember that time you sent the wrong picture to somebody, or you wrote something after too many drinks and you wish you could take it back? Well, if you're like me, those stories already happened to you by 10 a.m. this morning. And yes, I wish I could take them back, because I never learned my lesson. But now I don't have to, thanks to the amazing app, SessMe. Developed in Israel, it's a social chat application that allows its users to delete messages and pictures they shared from the device of the person who received them. If there was a Nobel Prize for apps, I believe this app should definitely be a contender. It's going to save lives from being shamed everywhere. What's it called when you put your foot in your mouth using your online website? That's basically what happened for this university group of BDSers when they built a website for the group's activities using the free Israeli website builder, Wix. Turns out the group has more in common with Israelis than they think, choosing the free option. When they were caught, the group of Students for Justice in Palestine at the University of Denver made it clear BDS is not abstention nor absolute moral principle. It is not isolation or withdrawal, and it does not entail a rejection of everything Israeli. So apparently, the movement, which calls for boycotting Israel products, does not require boycotting Israel. So what is their latest campaign? They're encouraging students to boycott Sabra Hummus and demand that the University of Denver remove the products from their campus. So I say to you, all of you BDSers out there, if you like a good deal, or you like research for cures on cancer or AIDS, or that app that I just talked about before, you know, the one where you can take things back? Then eat your hummus and enjoy it. Enjoy the good things in life. L'chaim. Make sure you don't build an ivory tower if you're going to be against harming elephants. I know that Israel's funny, but do you? I went to the Carmel Shuk. That's the open-air market in Tel Aviv to hear from the Israeli people.
What is funny about Israel?
Wow, what a question.
Everything's funny.
It's difficult to say.
It's so hard to say.
Why is that? Because your mouth is full?
Everything you have, everything.
Everything is funny here.
Everything.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because I don't speak very good English.
What is funny about Israel?
Funny?
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Do you laugh at death?
The people are funny. They have good manners. Yeah.
Good manners? Oh, you're being sarcastic. I missed it. I'm so sorry. So are you one of those people with good manners?
Yeah, I am.
The whole country is one big comedy.
I've seen a guy on a motorcycle get off and throw an egg at a car.
And that makes you laugh?
Yes.
76 nationality living in one country and living good together. Basically, the fact that we're still here, consider everything that goes around.
People are really pushy.
That's not funny, that's annoying.
Probably like people shouting randomly.
It sounds like they're arguing, but actually it's passion.
Someone saying I love you, but it looks like they're gonna throw a punch.
Exactly.
A bus driver will try to cut off someone who cut him off.
Have you ever been told, and it's the holiday season, that you look like Santa Claus?
A shirt had an AK on it and it said terrorist, and I was just like, you can do that here?
Israel is funnier than France?
It's better.
One funny thing that happened to you today, sir.
I'm living with my mother-in-law.
So sorry, that's like a Jewish thing world round.
Exactly, but she's cool, so it's okay. Hey, don't worry, Grandma.
It has a lot of paradoxes.
It is nothing like what you read in the newspapers. You have to come in order to see it.
It is really a special country.
It's a funny place. It's a wonderful place. I love Israel.
Do you want to marry Israel?
Now you're talking.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Oh my God, I got a free banana. Want to say something to America?
To America?
Yeah, Americans. Remember them? They helped you out. What did you do with the money?
What money?
Why did you pass that bill? Why did you say that to John Kerry?
We are not in America now.
What did you think about Bibi?
Take it easy.
How could you say that about Condoleezza Rice?
Relax.
Why did you say Hillary did that? It's not fair. Do you have pepper spray? Do you feel safe? So after figuring that out, I went to meet up with some American comedians who are here on tour for Comedy for Koby to hear what they think about Israel.
I know here, there is no jury duty in Israel because the mere thought of 12 Jews coming to a similar conclusion.
I'm sitting here with Avi Liberman. You are the founder of Comedy for Koby. Tell us a little bit about that.
We raise money for the Koby Mandel Foundation by bringing a group of comedians here twice a year, and all the money from the gate goes to the foundation.
And what is the foundation for?
They work with children who've been victims of tragedy. Named after Koby Mandel, he and his friend Yosef Sharon, a little over 10 years ago, they were killed by Arab terrorists just outside of Tekoa. So the parents, Seth and Sherry, started this foundation to help other kids and families who have been through similar tragedies.
So who'd you bring this time?
This time I have Kermet Apio. Hilarious, is demolished post shows. Erin Jackson also crushed it, and Bob Zany. Bob is the only returning comedian. So,
well, good luck for you tonight.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna need it.
No, you won't.
Has anyone ever walked into someone's home? You know what I really enjoy right now? You have a flat, tasteless cracker that'll constipate me for about 14, 15 hours.
It's amazing how far we've come in technology. That's when you know you're old and you have to tell a kid, well, if you wanted to talk to somebody, you had to stand near the wall. Rich kids had the long cord, they could get from the fridge and
Kermet, you are here for the first time in Israel, a comedian. What is it like for you?
It's been wonderful. When I first got here to the hotel, the first thing I see are surfers outside my window. And I grew up in Hawaii, and I never knew, I mean, I feel kind of silly to say that, but I never knew you had surfers. And it really just, all of a sudden I'm connected, and I just got here.
Well, that's what I'm curious about. When you think about Israel, what do you think about before you came here?
Yeah, I feel like an idiot even answering. Well, because we know what we see, right? And
what do you see? Tell me.
What's on the news? But the news isn't going to go, hey, there's a nice beach with people surfing.
When you're with your audiences here in Israel, what is it like for you as a comedian?
It's amazing, because if you think you're going to go across the world and talk about your little life, who's going to relate to that? And people do. And they're not all Americans in the audience, and they're laughing, and they're coming up afterwards and saying what a nice time they had. It's incredible. The other thing I love is that they're so appreciative that we're here, which is a surprise to me because I'm excited to be here. Really, with all the things going on, I had a lot of comedian friends who have done this tour and who were nice enough to recommend me, but were also wonderful in telling me their whole experience. And when you hear those stories, as soon as I got invited, I was in, because they all said, look, it's all about living your life. It's all about, and that's the whole thing about this show. It's about comedy and laughter and everybody getting together and having a good time and enjoying. And if that's not what comedy should be about, then why do I do it, right?
So I live with my parents, which was trouble. I learned a lot about them.
living with them. I don't know how many of you guys have ever lived with old black people. I'm guessing maybe not a lot.
Erin Jackson, you are here in Israel. Yeah. What is it like performing in Israel?
Yeah. Performing in Israel is like performing anywhere else. I mean, people,
really?
Yeah, people laugh at the jokes. People were asking me, like, before I came, what are you going to talk about? I'm like, I'm kind of going to talk about the same things I talk about. People in Israel have mothers and fathers, right? And cousins and dumb friends. Cool. Then that's what I'm going to talk about. I think those things are universal. It's really cool to do things like this. I mean, I do a lot of travel with my job, but often I'm just traveling around the United States. And I've seen all the states, but I never get to go anywhere super interesting or exotic or just like historic. So this is like a great trip to be a part of, and I'm so excited to be here.
We are so excited to have you, and we look forward to
Thanks, Molly.
I'm excited to be here. I have to say something. The first night of the tour, there's been some complaints about my material, so what I've done, I want to assure the whole audience and the promoters, of course, I've gotten rid of all the off-color jokes, the insensitive jokes, and the jokes that were just, a little racy. So I want to thank you. You've been fantastic.
Something completely different. Israel is an awesome place. So many amazing things happening here. One of those is Dr. Yael Schuster, Dr. Mom. Check out what she's doing with the Know-It-All. I am sitting here with Dr. Mom, Yael Schuster. I'm very excited to have you in studio because I kind of feel smarter already. You just had a successful Kickstarter campaign, the Know-It-Alls. What is this, the Know-It-Alls?
So the Know-It-Alls is a company that was founded in order to get girls excited about science. And we started off with our pilot toy, which is a storybook chemistry kit combination that gives girls exciting experiences in chemistry and helps build them a community of good girl role models.
What does it mean when you're creating a product like this? What is your mission?
I think it goes back to, there's this very famous test from the 1960s, draw a scientist. And if you ask kids to draw a scientist, they usually draw this sort of crazy-haired Albert Einstein kind of person. And what we want to give is we want to give girls the dream and the option to dream of themselves as being scientists. So I think that it's very important the way that we engage with our kids, and as teachers, as parents, as educators, as anyone, it's important that we talk to kids and ask them what they're interested in, what they want to be doing, instead of looking at a girl and commenting on her dress or how pretty she is, or as educators that we are equally able to respond to girls and boys in the classroom and give them opportunities to speak and everything.
So as well as being a scientist, nerd person, you also, I read, play the bluegrass fiddle and sometimes unicycle?
Yeah, so when I was 12, I asked my parents for a unicycle for my birthday present.
That's normal.
Yeah, totally. I'm still pretty bad at riding a unicycle.
I don't know anyone that's actually good at that. You're better at science.
Yes, definitely.
Which is more important. I want to become a know-it-all, so can we do like one quick experiment?
Definitely.
Should I get a lab coat?
We have small lab coats, but you can try it.
I'll try it. You're Dr. Mom. It's official now. It's on a coat. And I'm wearing a kid's one, and I fit into it, so I'm kind of excited. Why are we wearing coats?
So we noticed that when the kids are doing these workshops and they put on the lab coat and they put on the kid-sized goggles, they start to feel like, hey, I'm a real scientist. And it's very powerful, this transformation.
Okay, so this is the book that comes with it, a Know-It-Alls book, and this is the kit. And these are the experiments, and you're gonna let me do one.
Yeah.
I've gained your trust. Okay, so what's gonna happen?
Okay, so you're using a sodium bicarbonate.
This is cool, so it's green. Very cool.
Mix them together.
Okay. Ooh, this is so fun.
Shake it up.
Is it gonna blow up? It just get bigger, I can feel it.
So then the last step that they learn that also happens in the book is they use this reaction to power a jet car and make it drive.
Wow. This has been The Big Falafel. I'm your host, Molly Livingstone. To check out more, go to our YouTube channel, Full Frame Media. I'm hungry and want falafel.
The Big Falafel. Mmm, yummy.